This week at the cabin, Eric and I have been working on the bathroom. So the bathroom is in the downstairs and the back section of our cabin. And so it's a little bit darker back in here. So we first had to get our light on and working, and that way we'll be able to see what we're doing as we work. Is that good?
Yeah.
I think I missed it with the first one.
Well, we got the second one.
We first put on the ceiling, and we're using cedar boards for the ceiling of the bathroom. These are the same cedar boards we have on the ceiling in our upstairs and in our loft, and we really like them. It's a 1x4 cedar board. We chose to use the cedar because we had leftovers from doing the upstairs, and cedar is a good wood to use in a place that's going to be higher humidity like a bathroom, since it's often used outside and it's rot resistant. We're not going to sand this or anything, are we?
No.
Good. There you go. Oh, sorry. So we chose to go with that in the bathroom, and we really like how it looks. I was cutting the wood, and then I brought it back to Eric, and he was nailing it onto the ceiling. I'm not tall enough to help.
You aiming the nail down there.
Go. So it didn't take too long to put up the ceiling because it's not a very big space. And after the ceiling was on, we moved on to putting on the drywall. So that evening, my father helped us put up the drywall on.
Get something. No. Slightly.
There. So we had half the bathroom done with the drywall, and we wanted to finish it up. So now it's all on and ready to be crack filled. Another task that we worked on this past week was putting the wall on behind me here. So these are a spruce board that we used also on the front wall of our cabin, which we put out a video on last week. And so we continued on with those boards and decided to do this wall here, which is going to be behind our dining room table. And then we finished up the little bit on the wall we had already done. We had a little bit on the top in between the beams to do. So we got that done this week as well, and we're really happy with how it turned out. We love the wood rustic cabin feel that it brings. And so today, Eric and I are going to continue on with the ceiling downstairs. So we have some more of the cedar boards, and we are going to start into the hallway section. So we're going to see how much of the wood we use up in the hallway, and if we have enough, we'll bring it out into the kitchen, and we're just going to see how much we have and use what we have until it's all gone. Before we were able to put the ceiling on in the hallway, we need to add some insulation up along the very top. We insulated the regular stud walls, but then where the beams were, we just kind of forgot about putting some insulation up there earlier when we were doing the whole cabin. So I'm going to start with putting the insulation up there by the beams, and then we'll be able to get started with putting the boards on the ceiling.
Hey.
Hello.
Looks good, babe.
Thank you.
Having fun?
Yeah. Well, it'll be fun. There.
So we're making power.
Yep. Your ladder.
Yep.
Well, not Eric.
Make it 40 and a half.
40 and a half. We'll need like 5 more probably.
Couple more, yeah.
Okay. Another one this side? Stopped, huh? Okay, let's see. Aha!
Let me get this in first.
Piece of that hair is shorter than the other thing. After putting the boards on the ceiling, we moved outside to work on putting our exterior porch lights on. They were all wired for putting in place, so Eric had to do a little bit of work to get them to fit with the way our siding is with the board on board. We had to do a little bit of cutting to be able to put the light flush against the siding. And then once that was cut out, we could get the wires all attached and put those lights on, and we're really happy with how they turned out. I'm excited to be able to have a deck someday and sit out here on the front porch in the evening. Working on your electrical skills.
Yeah. I don't mind wiring lights. I just kind of enjoy it. Satisfying. I hate doing them up over my head though. That sucks.
That looks nice.
Okay, down on the windowsill there's those 2 nuts there. Black one.
These little black things?
Yep. One in the corner.
I think that looks straight.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Yay!
Oh, we did it.
Good
here.
job, Eric. Oh, that's exciting. Let's see what it looks like. Looks nice. we still had some cedar boards left, so then we moved out to putting them up in between the beams and our little loft section. The reason that we need to put wood in between these beams is because we decided not to go with using the floor as the ceiling in our loft. The reason we do this is because my parents have that in their home, and I find it's really loud once you're living in it. You can hear everything in the whole house. So we wanted to be able to have a bit more quiet in different parts of the cabin, and so we decided to make it in the back section have a ceiling that is not the floor. And therefore we already had the plywood on, and so we're just going to cover that up with the little leftover pieces of our cedar boards from the other parts of the ceiling. We have got a lot done on the interior this week with getting wood on the walls and on the ceiling and even a little bit outside, and we're really happy with what we get done and looking forward to working even more to be able to get into our off-grid cabin. Thanks so much for following along. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one.